one. We've laughed, we've grooved, the morning's flown away.
From the field.
Another morning's done, we've had our fun. Big Mama Betty, Sean, you're number one. We've laughed, we've grooved, the morning's flown away. But don't you worry, we'll be back Tuesday.
I had to find it. Leave me alone.
Big Mama's on the mic, let's roll this ride. Betty's got the vibe, bringing that sweet collide. Sean's spinning dials, making magic here. Broadcasting on a bus where the fun is clear. Rise and grind, let the morning show shine. 7 to 10, we're rocking the time. Tuesday to Friday, feel the beat align. Big Mama and Betty with a one-of-a-kind design.
Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it. It's another edition of this amazing Rise and Grind morning show on Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. Now, I got to let you know, first and foremost, we're a little bit behind, and that's because of once again, error on side of the program. Not even our issue. So, but it's permanently fixed, I think. So,
oh, yay.
yeah, so we're good to go. So that won't happen again. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy what we have today. We will have Coach Bob here probably in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to break down a lot of things for you. Good morning, Betty.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sean. Great to see you guys. Today is National Find a Rainbow Day. A double rainbow if you're lucky. Chocolate Mousse Day and also Tweed Day. So rock out that tweed sweater you got, Sean. It's your day. Michael Jackson's only daughter, Paris, is 27. Jeannie Garth is 53. Remember her from 90210?
Yes.
Right.
Everybody wanted to be her.
Olympic skier Peekaboo. Peekaboo Street turns 54 today. Eddie Murphy is 64. Alec Baldwin is 67. And Tony Orlando celebrates his 81st birthday. Wow. Things you need to know today, first and foremost, big shout out to
Christie's
Candy's Creations for bringing by some amazing Easter delights. Don't forget, it's our favorite. It's what we do for you. Candy's Creations is pretty sweet. Show it to the world.
All right. She made us some beautiful chocolate-covered strawberries, which are Sean's favorite. All right. With some nice SJC colors on there, too. She always goes out of her way to make us feel special. These are her trash. What does she call them? The trash. See, I'm bad at this already. Trash can, new delight little treats. They have marshmallows and 3 different types of chocolate, and it's like everything you could possibly want in one spot. And yeah. And then, of course, she made her chocolate-covered potato chips, and she made these little clusters of different nuts, chocolates, caramel, all together right there. Everything looks delicious. Yeah.
Always good.
Always good. So, Christie's Candy Creations, you can give her a call, 239-464-8334, and place your order for Easter because this is awesome. Thank you, Christy. We appreciate you.
I'm going to get a teleprompter so I look like this all day. Hello, everyone. All right, here's what you need to know. Deborah Noville is leaving Inside Edition after 30 years as an anchor. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly did become parents to a new baby last week, but no, they did not name her Celestial Seed. The sales tax in Southern California, the reason I give you this is just so you mark this down as another reason not to live in California.
Okay.
Here's another reason not to live in Cali, 11.25.
Get out of here. Why?
Right. They're going to get theirs, huh? So you don't have to worry. There will be a John Wick 5 with Keanu Reeves. They're working on a script right now.
Good to know.
You like that show? Have you seen them all?
I've seen a lot of them, but the last one I feel like we're good. Like, we're good.
No way.
What?
Give me all the John Wick you can give me.
Are you serious?
Oh,
like, he already died. Like, he's dead now.
No, he's not.
He's going into another planet.
No, he's not.
Like, come on.
He's never dead. 2 new flavor of Pop-Tarts are on the way, inspired by Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mint Pop-Tarts, and Coconut Caramel Pop-Tarts. Get ready for that. We also got 2 new Gatorade flavors on the way.
I had strawberry Pop-Tart from Bluebell ice cream the other day. They have it at Aldi.
How was it?
Delicious. It had little chunks of the Pop-Tart in it.
Really?
It was so good.
I love it. In Georgia, a father of 3 was arrested for leaving his young children unattended at a McDonald's
Oh, no.
to go to a nearby interview. The news of his arrest got the attention of former Pittsburgh Steeler wide receiver Antonio Brown, who says he's planning to help the guy out.
Oh, how old? I mean, when we're talking about abandoned, like 14-year-old?
He had to go on a job interview. This reminds me of that movie, Pursuit of Happiness.
Yes.
When he did whatever he had to do to try to keep his family alive. This guy seems like he's doing whatever he has to do.
Mhm.
Hey, kids, enjoy the Happy Meal. I'll be right back.
Yeah. We're here.
We gotta
We're
take
good.
care of some
I'm going to
stuff.
watch you through
Right.
the window.
I'd like to know how old the kids were. That's a story we need more details on because, once again, you'll only get the headline when I get this stuff. Nintendo, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Ready to come out of pocket, little 500?
What?
Get it ready because here it comes. And Nintendo announced yesterday that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be officially released on June 5th, 2025. It'll cost you a whopping $449. There'll also be a Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle that'll cost you a whopping $500. Pre-orders begin next Wednesday.
Now you know what everybody's getting for Christmas. Every kid's going to be asking for this now.
Can you understand? I want everyone to breathe this in real quick. Your Nintendo Switch now costs as much as your PlayStation 5.
Yeah. I
We
remember
have a
we
cer-
got those because they were cheaper when I was
Right.
like,
We got a problem.
Yeah.
Does the Nintendo 2, does it do something special? Like
Like what?
what does it do different than my
Holograms.
regular one? Right.
It does like Mario hologram in your room.
Do I get to get in the game?
like you portal through the mushroom.
Or do I still
Oh,
have
wait,
to use
that's a
those
different
little
thing.
tiny controllers that cost me $300 a year to replace?
Right.
What's up, man?
What's up, first class?
Look up Nintendo Switch 2. I want to get the information here. You're just looking up Switch. Those are all just switches.
Yeah.
There's no way those are on the. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Yeah,
You're
Nintendo
shopping.
Switch version 2.
No, that's like the old one.
you're in
Why
the
are they
past.
calling it version 2 then?
Because that's not version 1.
Nintendo Switch Splatoon 2 console bundle, $700.
$700. What?
If it's not out yet though, is it?
No, you can only pre-order. That's why I don't think you're on the right thing.
Yeah.
Here's what I love. This dude is searching on Bing.
Yeah.
He's the only guy in the world that searches on Bing.
What is that?
Good
Because
lord.
it's where you saved all your stuff that I have to log into.
It's
Me?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I don't remember the last time I went to Bing.
I didn't even remember
There-
Bing
yeah, there you go.
existed.
This
Well,
will show.
that makes sense because you never remember your passwords either. So.
You got shit to talk today, huh?
Oh yeah. 449.
Powerful new hardware, reimagined online capabilities, and broad range of games. All together, anytime, anywhere. The all new will
How
play.
can you not buy it? It has a Joy-Con 2 controller.
Oh, who wants the Joy-Con?
Right.
Yeah.
A bigger screen.
Let's see this. You ready?
Yeah. Come on. Oh, yeah. Let's watch this. I don't know if we can play the audio. We'll get in trouble. No, go ahead. I don't care. Play it. I don't care, actually.
We're
Yeah,
already
play it.
banned on Facebook anyway.
Right, who cares? This is the new Nintendo Switch 2 that you'll drop half of your mortgage payment on. Who am I kidding? A quarter of your mortgage payment. Sorry. Well, that was a good.
Switch 2.
That's all I get. The jingle.
It's equivalent to the disappointment you're going to get if you buy it.
Wait, is
This
this
is
it?
an hour long.
It's an hour-long video.
What?
I am not watching the Nintendo Switch 2 movie.
Are you serious?
Right.
Then
Half of it's not even
that
English.
must mean this really
Buy
is the
all of it.
cost.
Yeah. Remind me not to let you search for anything anymore.
What is all
The
that?
commencement
We
speaker.
can say I found the full story, too.
The commencement speaker for the graduates at the University of Maryland this year, Kermit the Frog.
No.
Absolutely. And by the way, if you're a high school and you would like to have Kermit the Frog be your commencement speaker, let me know. Big Events has a Kermit the Frog. We
Yes, you
book
do.
out.
He came to Grinch Fest. He was there.
Right.
So,
So,
if you want Kermit,
Big
he's
events.
here.
Kermit.
The legit.
Did you just call him Hermit?
I said Kermit.
All right, just making sure.
He ain't Latino.
She said hermit, but you're not going to get her to confess.
I had to tell my cabinet and my little inner circle that Elon Musk is stepping back from his government role. Musk will soon be returning to the business world. Politico has just reported it, so I got to tell you. And a move that rattled the stock market and stunned Washington. Musk's designation as a special government employee meant he was scheduled to step down in May, but he's now leaving early in a cloud of controversy. I don't know. How about this? Check this out. We're going to get ready for Bob. But a Corvette theft at the GM plant. A dude who worked at the GM plant stole $1 million worth of Corvettes. He walked in, just took them. Deontay Walter, 21, of Westland, faces several charges, including receiving stolen property of $10,000 or more, criminal mischief, evading police, resisting arrest. Bowling Green Police Department Public Information Officer Ronnie Ward said that Walker is also being charged for engaging in organized crime after authorities discovered that all 8 vehicles valued at $1.2 million left the plant at the same time. Yeah, we got to get more than one. We just can't take one, right?
8 of them, yeah.
If you're going to take the Corvettes, you got to take at least 8. Well, that's the deal. Don't get greedy. Take everything you can right away, right? If you get away with it, you get away with it. Otherwise,
Are we giving away Corvettes?
no, a guy stole 8 Corvettes from the plant.
What?
I mean, if
That's
you're going to
crazy.
get them, what a way to get them. He was hoping they wouldn't miss him. He probably thought they wouldn't miss him, right? He probably thought right away. Good morning, Bob. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. I didn't steal 8 Corvettes. I know that.
Right.
Yeah, and 8 Corvettes good.
I wish I was 8 Corvettes good, bro. That's pretty good.
Right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready. I'm going to kick us right into the next hour, even because we are way behind. And well, we know we got started late. And
Did you? What happened?
I have one more story I want to tell because it's in the headline, so I'll tell it. We had a technical error on the programming
lift
side.
up.
Your mic is way loud because as soon as I turned it on, it talk. I need you to pull it up and talk into it.
Pull it up. Lift up. There you go. Now adjust.
The ace of spades. The ace of spades.
I don't know what that is.
Nobody does.
Nobody
what does
does.
that mean?
That was.
Nobody knows.
That was
Nobody
an
knows.
old heavy metal rock song.
Mhm.
I can't
right.
even remember who
Right.
sang it.
Right.
I can't remember who sang
And neither
it.
can America,
Let's just
just
go
so
with
you
you,
know.
mate.
I
it
bet
up.
you someone knows.
The wife of a recently retired Green Beret who disappeared in late January is accused of killing and dismembering him after he told her he wanted a divorce, authorities in
Don't
North
twist
Carolina
us, just
said.
move it.
Shayna Cloud, 50, was denied bond Monday after she was charged with first-degree murder and concealment of death in the killing of Clinton Bonnell, 50, court records show. Bonnell's remains were discovered in a body of water in a rural area southeast of Fayetteville in February. The Cumberland County Sheriff's Office said in a statement, DNA testing confirmed that the remains were those of Bonnell last week, according to the statement. Man, the dude just survived wars and battles and everything else,
That's
but
crazy.
could not survive his crazy-ass wife.
What does that tell you?
I need you to turn my headphones up slightly. Don't blast me. Okay, that's not enough.
Said the
A little
man.
bit more.
Said the man that came
You're
yelling
very
at
needy.
him.
You're
There we
very
go.
The guy
There we
that
go.
came in
Very
screaming
needy
death
this
metal.
morning already.
Yeah.
This dude came on screaming death metal. Now he wants me
I
to
wasn't
adjust it.
screaming. I was.
Right.
Oh,
It was loud.
It was loud.
the ace of spades.
Right.
See?
Right, see?
Somebody
Turn
tell
up
me
his
who that
audio.
song
Nobody
is.
knows, bro.
Yeah, turn
Oh,
his
so
audio up so
nobody
he
in
can
the
enjoy
world
that
knows.
too.
Somebody. Somebody.
Maybe we can get an update. Yes, Coach Bob, gotta love him, and I do, Selena says. Oh, isn't that
I
special?
love you too, Selena.
She hasn't been here all week. She shows up for you, bro.
Thanks.
That's the game.
She's
That's-
awesome.
That's my life. That's my life.
No, I won't
Motorhead.
ever-
That's
Right.
who sang it. Motorhead.
You are so close to the real song. We just got banned.
Right. All right, let's get. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get things started, shall we?
Yeah.
All right.
Coach Bob's got the wisdom wisdom of a holy saint, catching touchdowns in life like a warrior. He ain't faint, but today on the rise and grind, our hearts just sigh. He called in for an appointment.
Ah.
Oh, coach, why?
Man, I'm doing this all day today. This has been my this has been my issue.
What?
That's
You
the
just
one
played
we
Playing the
call
wrong
it sick.
song over and over.
That's good. I heard that song now. Now I don't have to be asked
man,
about it.
Jesus keeps that smile on his
There we
face.
go.
But don't test the man when he's holding the sticks. Call of Duty battles, he's pulling no tricks. Coach Bobby's a man, yeah, he does it all. From courtside calls to control the balls. On 3 men and a lady dropping wisdom high. Preaching love and faith, he's giving all he's got. Yo. In the game of life, he plays by the word. Flipping the script on the things he's heard. Teaching the hustle with kindness and grit. But that COD lost man, he's throwing a fit.
Not true.
Coach
We got to
Bobby's
change
the
that
man, yeah,
song.
he does it all. From courtside calls to control the brawls. On 3 men and a lady dropping wisdom high. Preaching love and faith, he's giving all he's got. In the game of life, he plays by the word. Flipping the script on the things he's heard.
I think this is the #1 song. I think we gotta put this right on the charts right now. Call in everybody request Coach Bob song.
What did you say we need to fix that's incorrect in the song?
The Call of Duty throwing a fit, bro.
No.
That's you, man. That's you. I've heard
I
this
will
story.
call Rob
I've heard
right
that
now.
story.
I will call Rob
Listen,
right now.
listen. We put that away. We put that away.
All
We
right,
put that
all
away.
right, all
We
right.
listen, but we don't judge.
We positive mental attitudes. Listen to me now and hear me later.
But we don't
Look at
judge.
me, listen to him, and smell her. All right, listen.
Oh.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 3 Minute Lady. This is where relationship
Sniffer.
advice is given and worked, obviously, with
Yes.
Selena, who is saying, thank you guys for the advice. Darlene,
Hello.
where is Darlene? Darlene, come on, girlfriend. We've been waiting for you. Get your butt on in here. You should be here right
Yeah,
now.
I don't understand why you're not back yet. What are you doing?
Right.
Like, if you're able to get on Facebook in the
Right,
morning, you're
right.
able to come on into the show, man. I'm calling you out a little bit. I did. I just called you out. I still love you, but you should be in the
you
show.
can get up and get off. I had a boss. I called in sick to work. This guy, he owned the radio station. He was also the guy who ran it. We were good friends, still are to this
Yeah.
day. And I called him up, and I called in sick once, and he goes, Where are you calling me sick from? I said bed, and I was really sick.
Yeah.
He goes, so you're laying down. And he said, yeah. He goes, we'll move the mic to the studio couch.
There you go. There
See
you go.
when you get here.
We'll roll it over.
Now, Gary, this is pre-COVID before the whole world is
Lying
freaked
my
out.
ass in bed. That's what she
Right,
said. Okay,
right.
so we'll move it to the couch. We'll
Right.
put your mic in the living room.
Right. My boyfriend, you ready? Here we go. Let's get to the first question. My boyfriend and I have been together just over a year, and while he's never been a pranking type, we've inexplicitly talked about how I don't like pranks or surprises. He occasionally jumps out to spook me, and we laugh it off. So what happened yesterday came completely out of nowhere. He told me he had something serious to discuss. Look, if he was about to cry, and confessed that he cheated on me, and that with his best friend's girlfriend, and that she was pregnant. I spiraled immediately, heart racing, tears, nausea, especially since he knows I've been cheated on before, and we've spent time rebuilding trust. After I told him to leave, I called his best friend to see if he knew, and that's when he dropped the bomb. It was all a prank. There was no affair. No, baby. I was numb. Later, my boyfriend had me go to the backyard where he set up a table with Italian takeout and a big April Fool's Day sign, grinning as if he had just fallen for a harmless joke. I broke up with him on the spot. I felt manipulated, emotionally jerked around, and honestly betrayed. How could someone who knows my past trauma think this was funny? Since then, he's left 37 voicemails, hundreds of messages, even though I told him I need space. I don't want to block him because we share a friend group and I don't want to cause drama, but I need him to stop. Am I overreacting?
Oh my God.
How do I handle this without making things worse? Is she overreacting?
What the? Oh.
Yeah,
Bob?
yeah. Oh man, listen, lady. Yes, you were way overreacting. The guy set up a practical fool's joke on April Fools, and you just took it way too far. It was a practical joke. His buddy was in on it. They were both in on it.
Yeah.
You should have laughed it off. You reacted exactly like he knew you were going to react. The joke fell. It went through. It was a perfect, good joke. And you got pranked and you got upset and you got mad. And instead of just going, all right, you got me, and thinking of a better way to get him back going forward, you just took it way to the extreme. Was like, that's it. I'm over. It just seems like a really funny reason to end a relationship.
By the way,
man.
she's 24. He's 27. What'd you say?
It would have been a perfectly acceptable time to like kick his butts when he said, April Fools, and you would have just like, give him a quick little kick in the nuts, and then that's it. It would have been over. You would have had lunch and dinner, and everybody would be fine.
Nice.
We all would have laughed it off.
Well, where you messed up, girl, is you didn't take a to-go plate.
Come on. What kind of Italian? Wait,
Look,
was it Olive
before
Garden
I say
or
what I'm about
Rio?
to say, let me grab a plate real quick.
Yeah, always wait till your leftovers are boxed up.
Did she overreact? He's dumb. So do yourself a favor. He's dumb. And I'm going to tell you why he's dumb. He's 27. At this age, he should know there's some practical jokes, or there's April Fool's Day jokes that are funny and ones that aren't.
Right.
And this one wasn't funny.
Like putting Nair in your
There's
shampoo.
no funniness
Not
to
funny.
it. There's no funny side to it. There's all but you're ripping at her the worst fear of her life. You're a dick. He was a dick. Yeah, no, I don't think you overreact at all. I would move on past this guy. He's
You
dumb
would
at
murder
27.
this man over a joke?
He's done.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because he's 27.
Give him the electric chair.
Don't
He's
don't practical joke to
Yeah.
Jason. I son of a bitch.
It's not a practical joke. Practical joke would be like sewing his underwear shut.
Hang him in the streets.
Like,
come
doing
on.
something like that, but going up to your girl and saying, hey, I banged my best friend's fiance and she's pregnant. Not only are you saying you cheated, but now I have to leave your ass because I have another child with somebody else. You went way too far. You went above and beyond.
We have an imaginary child
Break
together.
your ass up. Yeah, send him on his way. And he's 27. Like I said, you're dumb for 27, dude. Dumb.
Why are you so stupid?
I wonder how they've been together for a year, too. He's still dumb.
Oh.
And by the way, girl, you failed. Let me tell you what you failed at. You didn't train him very well. You've been with him for a year and he's still making dumb mistakes. Get better on your skills. John, any further comment?
I'm going to let it go at that.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Let
hanging
me tell you
out.
what happened to me.
here we go.
No, I'm just joking.
Right.
I'm like, what kind of joke did you do?
Right.
Oh, I do the worst jokes. I would go all in on that.
Of course you would.
Honey,
I
I got
would.
to tell you the truth about the sheep in the backyard.
Right.
I'm gonna fake my death.
Right. What would be great? I got put a big pile of dirt in your backyard, and when your wife gets home, have a shovel. And be like, what are you doing? Don't worry about it.
We don't ask
I
questions.
told you I was
And
gonna
don't
take care
say
of that
anything
problem.
all day. And don't say and make her wonder what the hell you just buried.
You just change the whole scenario. We don't ask
See?
questions that force
That's
us to
a pretty
lie.
good one too.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one, right?
It is. That's a good one,
Right.
man.
And you don't say anything, and just
Yeah.
leave the pile of dirt. And she'll say something like, "Are you going to cover that up or something?" Why?
I'm very stressed right now. Let's not talk about it.
Right. And when it's all over, why are you so worried about the dirt I got for the flower beds?
Yeah.
Are you like, he's acting weird.
Right.
What do
And
I
you
do?
need to have a shirt that's like stained with blood.
Yeah.
Be a true test of the ride or die method.
And with me, you'll never get caught because I don't want to get hot and start digging that up to see what's in there. So
Right.
I just like,
Sarah wouldn't either.
I'll be
Sarah
like,
would just
okay.
constantly walk by. Are you going to do something with that? That's what she would say.
Hey, that big dirt pile's still out in the back. You know that, right?
Right.
can,
Call Bob. Call Bob. See if he knows how to fix it. Call Bob.
we put
That's
something
what-
on it?
Izzy kept saying, we need Bob back.
We need Bob back.
during my water fiasco last night. I was like, what a blow to me being a father and a man of the house. We need Bob back. It's like that commercial
Get Bob
where my
back.
wife calls in the backup.
Yeah.
I handled it.
I even stopped and walked back up to your house and
because-
said, "Hey, bro, do
because
you
the
need
toilet
me
was
to
fixed.
fix your
the
toilet?"
flapper was popped open. Like
Yeah.
it was jammed open, so the water just kept running.
Yeah.
It came right out the bowl, bitch.
They like jailhoused you.
Right.
You got like jailhouse flooded, dude. They
By
like
my own toilet.
By your own toilet. They
Right.
jailhouse
Oh my
flooded your ass.
And Sarah, so my wife, by the way, we've owned the house for a while, and it probably needs new toilets. But
think?
I've replaced all the insides of all of them, right?
That did help.
Bitch, it's a car. Like as long as I replace the motor, we're still good.
This toilet's okay. I don't care that I rock when I sit on it. It's supposed to be. Look, I can spin around on it.
It's those fancy type.
But Sarah's reached the point now. If you don't know, my house got, well, a couple of rooms. There's like water that came out. I make it sound worse than it is.
He's got a slip of
There's like
It
100
was-
towels.
One-
There's like 100 towels laid out all over.
It
the
was
place.
one step beyond it. One step before an insurance call. One step beyond it. If I'd have gotten home 20 minutes later, we'd have been calling the insurance company.
Oh. Well, at least it mopped your floor with toilet
right.
water, but
Nice and
whatever.
clean.
And my daughter has completely detailed her bedroom in the process. So I was like,
So it's all,
win-win.
It's all worked out well.
No, two things. All right, so let's bring this up
Now
real
you can
quick.
do these drills.
No, let's bring this up. What did Bob say last week? He said, have you ever thrown your kids to the whim? She calls me up and says, Dad, the toilet is flooding the house. Water is going everywhere.
Sketchy.
I said, go underneath to the left and crank it all the way to the right. And she starts cranking it. Well, toilets take a minute. Like you got to crank it. Like you got to continually turn it. Like it's a big valve. Like
Yeah,
for some
you
gotta
reason,
turn it,
it should
yeah.
just be on and off. I don't understand why it's. And the older it is, the more you got to F it and turn it. The
Yeah.
new ones are like on and off. But if you get that old one,
Yep.
it's like
14
it's like a
minutes
combination
later,
lock,
yeah.
right? Right. So
And then
she's
you
like,
doubt
Dad, it's
yourself.
not working. And then it worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I think her confidence for that is the reason that she went above and beyond and cleaned up most of all the water before we got home.
Yeah.
Like most all of it. Like I thought it was. I was all like, let it dry out. We're good. Like I
Throw away all the towels.
I
the hell
moved the
with this.
furniture. I moved the
Sketchy.
furniture around.
You do. Got to put your kids in
Right.
some sketchy situations
she
to see how
handled
they
it.
handle
and
it.
she handled it like a champ.
Perfect.
And then I looked at Sarah. I said,
Water
you need a
drills.
positive out of this? I said, here's the positive. All the places under all those cabinets that we moved that are all prick and clean now.
They
Look
got
how
rinsed.
dirty they were before that.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
they're clean as shit, right? Well, because you get the dust and
The
the,
dust
dirt
that just
that piles
lays
up
on
and hangs
there.
that you don't really see behind things.
How high did the water get that she had to clean up under the sink? Was it like 4 inches?
Bro, it went. I mean, it was like that all the way through my gaming area into Finn's room and into Izzy's room.
Damn.
But not
We
like
may have
I
some
would-
drywall repair that needs to be done.
Nah, I think we're good.
Was it like a tidal wave? Like it
I
was
got
like,
blowers.
Oh,
I live in a flood zone. The
got
one thing I
blowers.
bought are blowers.
Blowers. I got blowers.
Right.
You need to get that new flood patch system that they put around your house. The deflector. You seen that?
Oh.
It's like a locked. Like it's the same thing they
It
used
looks like
in
a baby
Tampa.
gate.
Yeah, it's the same thing they used in
Mhm.
Tampa on Tampa General. They put these lock-in flood walls
You
now,
just-
and the flood
Yeah.
waters don't penetrate them. You get 6-7 feet in the air, and the water
Yeah.
won't even come
Yeah,
through.
the deeper the
Put
water
a-
it gets,
like
the
a
harder it
gate
is to
around
knock
your
them down.
house.
How much are those?
Oh, I bet you
I
they're
mean,
pretty expensive
Right.
right now.
The hospital bought them.
But they'll be
They're
coming
at-
down.
Right.
They'll come down.
I've always said that there needs to be. I said when we built the fence, I said let's make it a brick wall
Yeah.
because you can do it. There's nothing that says I live in unincorporated Lee County. I can put a 6-foot brick wall all the way around my house. I said let's brick wall the backyard. She goes, what about the view? I said, what about the flooding? We should put a 6-foot brick wall. Who cares? I don't even need a back gate. What'll happen? All that water will go right around my house.
Yep, that's pretty much what this does, man. It's pretty
Right.
cool. It's pretty cool, man. I seen it at a home show not too long ago. It's pretty neat. Pretty
Here
neat.
we go, guys. It was our first anniversary this week, and since it landed on a weeknight, I didn't have time to plan anything extravagant. Just a dinner reservation and a thoughtful gift. $130 streetwear shirt from a brand she mentioned wanting to try. Unfortunately, the gift set the tone for the night. She was clearly disappointed. Called the anniversary trash like all other days, and then spiraled from there. I tried to turn it around. I already ordered her a ring weeks ago, and it happened to arrive that morning. So after work, I picked it up along with the flowers and a card. I showed up to her place. She was already stressed from the chores, hated the flowers, which are the ones I usually get her, and started yelling and throwing things in my car. At dinner, the food turned out to be awful, especially frustrating for her since food is a huge deal to her. And afterwards, she declined any other activities because I hadn't planned anything else. Ooh, I don't even want to finish, but we will. When I finally gave her the ring, she hated it because it was meant to be stacked with others. She told me I never get her anything right and that she wishes I was normal like other guys who were instinctively know what to do, and that she wanted to feel like she was in a movie. Big bouquet, elegant gift, romantic night out. I was heartbroken, but tried to stay calm, only losing my temper after hours of trying to navigate her frustration. I offered to make it up to her this weekend, and I have more time, but she says the date is already ruined, and a redo won't help. Now I'm stuck wondering what I can possibly do to make things right.
What? I wish somebody loved me that much that I could just be like a total nightmare, like a horrible person at all times, 24/7. At least I'm nice sometimes. Stop. And
That's some harsh shit right there, bro. That's some harsh reality. That's coming at you like a 9-pound hammer from across.
Right.
Boom! Right there on that.
like, this is crazy. I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell him. Like, this man, anything that he does ever in his life is gonna be wrong. You know that, right?
Listen,
Like, she's
I
just,
got this.
All right, go
she
ahead.
hates him.
Yeah,
But she loves
you're with a narcissist. You're with a lady
Oh
who
my
is
God.
self-centered on herself. She's only worried about the big ticket. It's never going to be enough. You can't do enough for this lady. The hunger that she has in her soul can't be filled by anything that you or anybody else will ever do. Until she deals with her own narcissism, it's going to be a failure no matter what relationship she's in. It has nothing to do with you. Lay this cross down. Don't carry this burden any further. She needs help.
But
mentally.
she's a goat, bro. She needs to be treated like one.
No.
Dylan says,
A goat. Bah.
This chick.
Dylan says, if
Here.
I were you, I'd sell her to a trafficker.
She-
like, come on.
She's living
I
she
know the
wants to
problem.
live the Facebook fantasy.
I'm going to talk right to him because I'm sure he's watching. So let me talk right to you for a second, son. I know it's fun, bro. It's the most fun you ever had in your life. It's been such a ride. Like, every day is magical. Every night, I'm sorry, let me put that back. Every night is magical.
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh, it's crazy wild, right? It's the ride like no other. You're enjoying it. I know you are. And then every day's a nightmare because you get out of the bedroom. Listen, dog, get off the ride. The ride is no longer fun. She's crazy as hell, all right? You got to move on past this one. You can't even try anymore. What are you trying for? She already told you she doesn't want you. She's probably sleeping with somebody else. That's the option that no one else talked about. When she is constantly saying, you bought me a Ferrari. I wanted a Lamborghini. Get that out of here. That's because she wants a reason to get out, and she doesn't want it to be her fault. A narcissist.
A narcissist.
That's what a narcissist would do.
I agree.
I want to get out. I want to get out, and I don't want it to be my
Although
fault.
I don't think the sex is good.
No?
No, I don't think anybody who's that stuck up.
Bro,
She may be good
look
looking
how hard he's
naked.
trying.
Well,
She's
she
like-
may be beautiful naked, but I think anybody who's that stuck up, she's probably not into all the nastiness that, a real good girl would be into.
Oh, Bob.
You know the kind you marry.
Good morning. If you have a question, you can always call in at 239-653-7625. Drop your question as well inside the chats on any one of our feeds
We
across the
gotta-
world here on Joshua Tree
We
Street.
just got an ex check-in, so that's awesome. So that means the ex is finally letting us chat.
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Hey, KB in the building. Burr, 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 burr.
I love it.
There we go.
Who's KB?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, but
Somebody
he's
chatting
out.
with us on
Kitchen-
X. It's great.
Kevin Bacon?
All right.
Kevin
Oh.
Bacon's listening? Holy shit, that's awesome.
Right.
Kevin, how are you, sir?
Jamie Wolf is in the building. Darlene Davis is in the building. Man, what's going on, man? I must
Woo,
have.
woo.
Right. Did you? What did we? Whatever we put in the feed today, it's working.
Yeah.
Voodoo.
Right. We got all the. We got some old. I ain't seen Jamie in 143 years.
I know.
Jamie, I thought was in jail.
Right. So if you don't hear from somebody, that's what you're thinking. They're either in the hospital or in jail.
Yeah,
right?
hospital or in jail. What
We
the
just
hell's he
assumed
been
you were in
doing?
jail because you ain't been here. That's
Yeah.
going to be my new thing. Bro, I haven't heard from you in forever. I thought you were in jail.
Oh,
Right?
Oh,
'Cause I haven't
Kelly's
heard from
been
you.
looking for us.
Oh,
Hey, you
Kelly
found
found
us,
us.
Kelly. We're
Right.
here.
But we're on Facebook, I guess, today.
Yeah. We actually
It went
streamed on
everywhere.
Facebook yesterday because
Yeah.
we put some on there for Tommy Bohannon
Yeah.
yesterday.
And X, so that's great. And YouTube.
Right.
So everybody that's catching us now from Facebook, you got another chance to switch over
Go
to X
to
and follow
at
us. from
Big
here
Mama
going forward.
Radio on
Just
X.
win.
My
Yes.
dad was so stoked to find out we broadcast on X. He's like, "What?
Really?
You do? Let me get over there."
I'm pretty
he
psyched to
was so
find out we
mad.
broadcast on X.
He was a little upset that we don't broadcast on Rumble anymore.
Right.
And I was like, Rumble's a pain in the ass, Dad. We have to go to Rumble to
It's a
do
lot.
it. It doesn't tie right into our streaming services. I don't. If you want to watch it, we put it on X. X is better than Rumble, hands down.
Yeah, we don't get blocked on X. We're
Right.
cool.
I'm 20, been with my husband, who is also 20, for 2 years. And while everything felt perfect at first, constant love, affection, gifts, and a Westworld proposal, 6 months in, things changed drastically once we moved in together. The first sign was that during a move when he became physically aggressive, pushing a heavy couch into me despite my pleas for help, leaving me bruised and in tears, only to apologize afterwards and claimed it was just frustration. Later, during my pregnancy, he was emotionally abstinent, ignoring my ignoring my severe morning sickness, refusing to help with groceries, and showing no empathy. I discovered him watching porn next to me, why we had both agreed was a betrayal, and I was heartbroken.
He was right next to her.
After I suffered a miscarriage alone, his first response was disturbingly detached, asking if I had saved it for him to see. I later found dating apps on his phone, a massive porn stash, some messages where he had tied friends about cheating just to impress them. He even flirted with a coworker in front of me, rekindled conversations with girls he knew. Do we need to go further into this, girl? I mean, do you want me to continue? But it's another half a paragraph long, and
I've heard all I need to hear about
right.
it. You
At
can
one point, he
continue.
kicked me out of our home. Thought we recently got back together, and he's claimed to be seeking help for his addiction. And his aggression continues, allows followed by excuses that made him mad. When I told him I didn't want to live together again due to how he treated me last time, he guilt tripped me into saying no. Putting all this out makes it seem clear, but I still question myself, wonder if I'm a narcissist because my own trauma and imperfections. I know I haven't been perfect, but I also know I didn't deserve any of this. Is he a narcissist or just immature? Is there any hope for us, or this relationship doomed?
It's I don't know if your relationship's doomed. He's obviously very young, and he's got a lot of stuff to learn in it, and I don't think you're willing to put in the work on this one, if that makes sense. Like, this one needs some work. Most guys, all guys, I'm just going to let you in on a little secret. All guys need work when you meet them. And it's just the amount of work you're willing to put in to fix him. And it doesn't sound like, one, he deserves it. I mean, no one ever deserves to. I say this all the time. Look, man, when you leave to go to work in the morning, when you walk out your door, whether it be to work, to school, taking the kids, just the daily life, when you walk out the door in the morning, there is a legion of bad trying to take you down every day. And you are attacked constantly all day long, whether it be bad thoughts, negative images, negative thoughts. You're constantly attacked. When you walk back into your home, when you come back into your house, that's the one place you ought to find comfort. You ought to find your strength there, your energy there, your comfort there. If you're going outside and battling all the time, and then you're coming back into your house and battling all the time, you can't physically rest. You can't mentally rest. You can't physically rest. You have nowhere to go to recharge your batteries. So you withdraw from everybody. That's what happens.
What do you say?
I am just, I'm confused as to what it is that makes her think that she can tolerate this, and it's okay for her to take that step.
Oh, I'll tell you what it is. Let me be the dad for a moment, because if her dad didn't tell her, I'll tell her for her. And this is going to make me seem insensitive, and it's going to make me seem mean, but I'm going to say it. Playing house is no fun, huh?
Yeah, real world time.
Right. You was 18 and you got married young. You didn't experience any life. Hell, you're still not even 21 yet. It hasn't even really kicked in. Neither one of you can go to bars. Is your relationship doomed? I would say it would need an enormous amount of counseling and an enormous amount of group counseling. The two of you together. You have a child together, so I always say give as much effort as you can. But the mistake you made was getting married way too young. And I'm not saying, let me just start and preface this, or I guess, how do you say post with this? Because I'm not prefacing anything. I'm saying it after the fact. The after the fact is that I know there's someone watching on X or out there on the Joshua Tree stream listening that will say, well, I met my wife when we was 15 and we've been together 37 years. That's great.
Yeah.
It is as bad as easy as hitting the perfect number with 10 million on it on a roulette machine. Like, it's just not common. Is it happened? Yes. Is
People
it common?
dream about it?
No.
Yes, they
What
dream
do I
about
tell my teenage daughter? Listen, the chances of the dude that you meet during this high school tenure being the guy you spend the rest of your life with is very slim.
Yeah.
Is it a chance that you could have a boyfriend for 3 or 4 years or whatever? Yeah, absolutely you can.
Yeah.
But are you guys going to grow apart unless you both live here or both go to college at the same place? Yeah, it's going to be an issue.
And
Just so you know.
Jamie said it. She says, you didn't even go through your hoe phase yet. So
Right. She's not 21.
Yeah.
And that's an issue. Women go through this thing at 21 where her girlfriends who weren't dumb enough to get married at 18 go, girl, you want to go out?
Right.
And
Oh,
she's
we
like,
can go
hell
anywhere
yeah,
now.
I want to go out. You watching the baby, I'm going out with my girlfriends tonight. Now, you might be married a guy who's like, no, I'm not. That's cool. Have your parents watch the baby. Go out.
Mm-hmm.
Because she needs to experience life, but that's going to happen. You know, I learned way too late in life that like 21 to 23, 25 is kind of off limits, because and this is boys or girls, it don't matter. Men or women, it don't matter. Everybody goes through this phase from 21 to 25 where they're kind of trying to find themselves and they're not sure what they want to do or how they're going to go with life. Now, there are some, don't get me started, to do it, but I feel like there's that general phase that you go through, right? So it's hard to keep a relationship through that. And if one of you's 20 and the other one turns 21 in the relationship,
Yeah.
you're going to be pissed because you can't go. You can't go. And you're going to want to go because you just turned 21. But you went and got married at 18. So life has changed. You got a baby already. Life changed way too fast.
That's the hard part, too.
Way too fast.
I was married and had a kid at 18.
Right.
You're looking at me talking. I didn't miss nothing, bro.
No, you had your whole phase later in life.
Yeah.
After all of that.
No, well, after my first marriage,
Right.
there was I got divorced. I was divorced for about a year and a half or two, and I happened to be bouncing in one of the biggest country bars in town.
At what time? How old were you when you got? How old were you?
22.
Boom!
When I got that job as a bouncer.
Here comes the hoe phase.
It was
When did
the
you
soup
come out
of the
your hoe
week,
phase?
baby.
When did you come out of it?
When I met my wife, Feb.
And how old were you then?
I was 24, but I was 20. Yeah, about 24, but I wasn't ready to come out of it. That was the funny thing. I wasn't ready. It just happened. You know,
Didn't you just say you had the hoe phase at 25 and then said he met her at 24? I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah.
No, I had the hoe phase at 22.
You make
married at
yourself up.
24.
Right. So it's crazy.
I was divorced at 21.
Wow.
Married at 18, had a kid, had a stepkid, divorced at 21, then married another woman.
You
with
got married
4.
at 18 and had a stepkid?
Yes. I got married. I got a girl pregnant. I married her because it was the right thing to do. That's what my dad had told
Right,
me.
I understand that.
Actually, it's not. What my dad had told me is he says, hey, if you ever knock a girl up, you need to take care of that kid. My dad taught me that since I was old enough to put a condom on.
Right.
So when I got her pregnant, that's what I thought. I just equated that to, I got a girl pregnant. I got to marry her. I got to take care of the kid. And so what I didn't realize, and it took me a couple of years to realize, is that one, we were different people and this was never going to work. And two, I could be just as good a father, if not a better father to that kid, whether she was around or not. I didn't need her.
Right.
My dad just didn't explain it very well.
Right.
He should have said, you need to take care of that kid. Don't matter what happens to her. That kid now is your responsibility.
Yeah, the connection is there no matter
Exactly. So then I had the kid. 2 years. Did take me very long to realize this wasn't going to work. Got divorced. Was single for about a year and a half or two. Met Feb. We went on a date. We both were just kind of expecting just to kind of knock boots and move on. 34 years later, here we are.
what. Dang. 34
Imagine
years.
that. Wasn't even looking for it. Wasn't ready for it. Wasn't looking for it. I had in my head a list. I knew what I wanted in a wife. I was a single father. It was hard to be a single father. It was hard for women to understand that on the weekends I would be with my son. They'd want me to spend time with them. I'd be like, no, man, I only get my son on the weekends. So it was tough. So I kind of had in my head what I was looking for. I'd already been married. I'd chosen poorly the first time. So, you know, there was a box. There was a list in my head of what I was looking for. And Feb checked 90% of the boxes.
It's crazy. I'm gonna say that for me, I had to be shown what I needed,
Yeah.
and that was Sarah.
You had to be
Sarah was like,
revealed.
"Oh, you poor soul. No one ever trained you your whole life,
You're like this puppy that pees on everything.
right?
And
You're such a trainable dog, and when someone trains you, you'll be so good."
look at him.
I
He's
just
like
said
Right.
that. All guys, women.
So Sarah put
have to be trained.
the you know the shock collar on me, you
Yeah.
know, the one that shows on, and
rolled up the newspaper.
well,
And
no, right. So and I would run around the house, and when I tried to jump over the fence, she'd zap the collar, and when I, you know, like, and I'm using it's all hypothetical is what I'm saying, but it was that woman who showed me what being a father was about, being a husband was about, and I apologize to the previous ones that I didn't know any better, but you did a horrible job of teaching me. I just said that earlier.
Yep.
She did a great job, and it makes me understand some things, and has no problem telling me when I'm not doing it right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was rough. I'm not the guy you see sitting here now in my 20s.
Right.
And Jason will tell you,
You
even
weren't right. Even,
I
even
was
5
a-
years ago.
Yeah, I was a totally different dude. And so
Yeah.
it was not easy on my wife. This wasn't like I walked in and she was like, oh, here's this guy, Coach Bob, like you see now, who's smarter and wiser. That took time. You know, wisdom takes
Bless
time.
Feb. Bless her.
And
Yeah.
so,
Bless her so much.
it
And I'm going to
took
tell you why we
time.
have to bless her. Because she's with the biggest high school jock on the planet who never left high school, who has the same jokes as your best friend in high school has.
Yeah,
And she
and he'll
just
still give you-
tolerates it.
You want to hear
Right.
my
He
favorite
probably
joke
gets
in the
up
whole
and
wide
He probably
world?
gets up and gives her a noogie. Hey, Pep.
He'll give you a wedgie randomly.
Hey, you want to know you want to know my
This
favorite
guy.
joke in the whole wide world? This is the greatest
He's like a
joke
character
ever.
at Porky's.
There's two guys in the locker room, big fat guy and a big little guy. Little guy asks the fat guy, goes, hey, how long's it been since seen your penis? He goes, I don't know, a couple years. He goes, maybe you ought to dye it. He goes, why? What color is it now?
Oh, diet.
Now you know who he is. And he still laughs at it. He's told that joke 75 times.
Dye it.
Like I said, God bless Feb.
What color is it now?
My girlfriend recently texted me saying her religious beliefs had led her to believe our relationship wasn't right for her anymore, and that she had decided to end things because of her faith. I was completely stunned and heartbroken, but I told her that while her beliefs are valid to her, it felt incredible unfair to drop this on me so suddenly. And if she truly wanted to end things, she should say so. She then shifted gears, saying she didn't want to lose me as a friend, to which I replied I didn't know her that anymore. That's when she suddenly claimed it had all been a prank and that maybe it had gone too far.
Oh, my God. that
Too
makes me-
far? We had been texting back and forth for over an hour, during which I emotionally spiraled, devastated, and trying to process what felt like a real breakup. And now she says it was a joke. It all started because I mentioned she'd been acting distant, and when her and this was her spicing things up. Her behavior lately had already been seemed off, and her reasons for the fake breakup was so convincing that I still can't wrap my head around it. I want to believe it was when she says it was a joke, but something feels off, especially since she's now refusing to admit she might have just panicked and used a prank excuse to backpedal. She's sweet, and I never thought she'd mess with me like this, but now she's just saying, "How could you believe my prank?" And I genuinely don't know what to believe. I need some outside perspective. Was it really a bad joke, or was it something more? And the only thing I'll say before you guys pass judgment, the red flag for me, for something more, is her walking around going, I couldn't believe you fell for my prank.
Is this the guy from the first girl story?
I don't know.
He's getting revenge.
He's come back for
He's
some
getting
more.
revenge. Now
He come back for
now
revenge.
he's emailing in.
Yeah. Now she's practical joking him, and he's like, "You
Right.
son of a bitch!" Listen, practical joke has ruined your relationship. Your relationship wasn't that strong to begin with. All right, listen. You guys are. I don't know where you guys are coming up with your practical jokes from. But these aren't practical jokes. She wasn't a practical joking you. What she was doing was called an emotional test. She was an emotion. You don't show enough fight for this relationship. And she was wanting to know if you were willing to fight for this relationship. And she chose a shitty practical joke to do it. But she's wanting some passion out of you. You're either not arguing about. And listen, let me tell you, you're going to go, this is crazy, but I'm telling you, this is what women like. You can't be the guy that always just goes along with everything. They don't like that. They got to have some resistance in life. They got to be told no every once in a while. There's got to be some description, some repertoire, some back and forth. Relationships where men just always go along with everything are doomed to fail. The man is the head of the household.
so
There's
nice.
got to be repertoire. And you got to be able to go back and forth at each other. She's testing you. She said, hey, let me say we're going to break up. I'm cheating on him. Let me see if he's willing to throw down and get mad. And then when you did, she was like, oh, shit, he really does like me. This is just a joke. This is just a joke. It was a shitty joke to see if you really cared about the relationship. Get over it. Get back into the real problem, which is you showing passion for your relationship.
Maybe she was just testing the water to see if she could confess for real.
Maybe.
Oh, that went bad. I was just kidding.
So let me tell you what happened.
Okay. See, get ready. Write this down.
He's sitting there having his cereal, crunching way too loud, breathing a little funny. And you're just like, oh, fuck him up today. And then you just like, that's literally what they do.
You see why we don't have breakfast
This is
together.
what you wait. You just be
Bro,
sitting there eating
this is
cereal.
why-
She'd be like, I'm
this
going
is
to
why
fuck
no
you up
breakfast.
today.
Close your mouth when you eat your
that's
cereal,
devious,
bro.
bro.
Good Lord.
Holy shit, that's devious. I'm going to fuck him up today, right now.
That's why at the Cody house we've got to-go donuts. No breakfast.
Oh, yeah, how you doing? You doing good?
No
You want to go to the park? I'm
Uh-huh.
going to fuck you up today.
Sean, if I were you,
You're just mad because I
would-
say what everybody's
I would
thinking.
eat like this. I would eat like this.
Yeah.
No breakfast at the Cody house. Xanax and a coffee.
So she comes out.
Just too loud, honey.
There's
Just too loud.
There's more. So she went and she took a shower. She's like, he hasn't proven that he loved me in a while. Today's the day.
No,
so
I
she
agree
came
with that,
out
yep.
and she's like, start some shit. And then
Yeah.
it didn't go the way she wanted. She's like, it's a joke.
Yep.
It didn't work the way she wanted that day. But
No,
it's okay.
it
I'll
was.
be
It
back.
was an emotional test.
hate
No,
that.
you're right.
That's
It was
it.
an emotional test.
Sorry.
Fishing for attention. Stop fishing for attention. Just ask for it. Good Lord.
Shut up.
I'm not saying it's mature. I'm just saying it's
I'm
what
good,
happened.
Dylan. I got this.
Right.
Sean just goes.
Lord.
"Okay,
Dylan,
whatever."
Dylan's neat. Lord, if I need
Bro,
backup or
if
If
not.
I'm Sean, I'm eating like Betty's dad.
He
My
is
9
there.
on my side.
I'm never going out with Betty to eat
Right.
anywhere in my
Ever
life
again.
ever.
Deep blink twice if you need help.
And she said, if you go back and watch the video, she did it with a smile. I'm gonna fuck him up today.
Yeah.
Woo. Good Lord, be
Why
careful.
you put me on the show if you know this is how I'm gonna talk?
The worst part is Sean's just sitting there.
Well, the funny
Reading
part
the
is
news.
the funny part is you guys think she only thinks that way about me.
Yeah, he's not even thinking about nothing right now. Poor guy. Yeah.
Today looks fun.
He's eating the cereal, not even looking up. Right? She walks up, just pours poison in it. He don't even know.
But I'm a good wife and I love
I'm
him.
gonna fucking move. Next thing you know, we see her with a shovel with a pile of dirt in the backyard.
It's a flower.
And she goes, "It's an April Fool's Day joke."
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
He'll dig
Where's
his way
Sean?
out. He'll dig his way out.
Right. What's funny, you got Desi listening right now. She just said, by the way, she goes, "These stories remind me that my husband is in the infant stage."
He is. Don't give up. Continue to nourish it, man. Don't give up on him. I'm telling you guys.
Now-
I'm telling
miss
you.
Jay.
it'll
Now,
work.
just so
Laughing
everyone knows, especially you ladies who are got to train your man still, because, and by the way, training never ends. I'm like Tom Brady. Like, I'm still a great husband. I do what I got to do. But if I don't get out and train every day, if I don't get trained by my trainer, it's bad.
Trained by my trainer. It's bad.
You guys are the it's hard to stay focused with the chat, just so everyone knows.
I know. Just
All right, it's hard. It's very hard.
Mouth breathers. Yeah, Betty scheming every morning. I'm gonna fuck everybody up. These fucking mouth breathers. I'm gonna shut the fucking
Now I know why when I see them in the morning, they're in separate rooms.
She said it.
Hey.
She said it so like convincingly too.
Why
That
are
was
you
the
making
scary
this about
part, bro.
me?
What's your favorite cereal, Sean?
We don't have cereal now.
Fuck
That's why
Captain
we don't have
Crunch.
cereal.
I bet you don't have cereal now. Not anymore.
Fuck Captain Crunch. We ain't eating that shit no more.
No more grape nuts.
Why you have to
Hold
think
on,
about
guys.
me?
I gotta take this. Keep it here. Take
Yeah,
the
keep it
mic.
live. Keep it live. Here we
All
go.
right.
Here we go.
Where do we stop? Down here. Okay. Oh my God, did he really? Okay, how do I, 31 female, explain to my boyfriend, 34 male, that I'm not attracted to him when he is cross-dressing? We've been dating just under a year, and I knew that he was a cross-dresser going into it. I was upfront, and I wasn't sure how I felt about being with a femme presentation. After some time, I realized that I'm just not attracted to the femme look, even though she is pretty and I'm bisexual. The attraction just isn't there. I think a lot of different women are pretty who I simultaneously, he's just screaming, simultaneously are not attracted to. I don't want to hurt his feelings. I want to go about discussing this with him in a very kind way that honors who he is. I think he got his hopes up because I'm bi, and he asked about how pretty he looks in certain looks, and I was trying to get a gauge how I feel. He even said things like he's a perfect match for a bi woman because his dual presentation. I know I'm going to let him down, but just looking for advice on how to approach explaining it because my mind is spinning a bit. Thank you.
So she's a girl,
She's a girl, he's a guy, but
but he's a
cross-dresses.
cross-dresser.
And she's bisexual, but she's not into the cross-dressing.
No, you're a lesbian. Who dresses like a girl wasn't good enough for you. So let's get through that right now. You don't want anything to do with the dudes. Dudes upset you. This guy is already, listen, guys who cross-dress already got a little cannon loose with them. Just, we're not meant to wear dresses, okay? We're not meant to wear makeup. We're not meant to put on eyeliner. That's not the guy you need to look for as a woman, okay? If you're going to that extreme, you're pretty much a lesbian. That's what you are. Accept it, own it. Go get you a girl. Quit messing around with dudes. You're not bisexual. It obviously doesn't work for you. If you were with a real man, a man, I'm talking a man who hunts, scratches his nuts, spits, chews, a real man's man, you would be miserable. You would never, ever like it because you're a lesbian.
Yeah.
So go be a lesbian.
Well, she even says she's not attracted to his femme look, though. She likes the masculine look over the femme look, and he keeps trying to bring her into the femme because she's bisexual. So he
he's
thinks
fish-
that she'll
Oh,
like her.
she wants a man's man, and he's not a man's man.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, dump him. Go get you a man's man. Make sure he has a beard. Make sure he drives a truck. Make sure he has a trucker's cap
And a
on.
gun.
He probably has a little rough edges on him. And you need to be with a guy that you know can at any time could protect you if need be. So,
Yeah.
He's prepping to fish in a different pond. So
yeah,
move along.
he may be the one who's bisexual too, and he may not like your look. You may be too girly looking for him.
You got to be into it or move along. It's not gonna work out.
There you go. Oh, good. He's back.
Oh, good, he's back. Thank goodness, Jason's back. Biggs is back. Everybody, Big Mama back in the house. Woo! Woo!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, that's good. So we wrap up the segment
You
today.
snuck out
Thank
to get into
everybody.
the donuts, didn't you?
What?
You snuck out to
What?
get into the donuts, didn't
Nah, that
What?
bitch went out in the hallway to eat something, so Betty didn't
you? The
shake
box
his
of
ass. in
donuts
10
is out here. Don't think it's gone unnoticed. The box of Kushti's Creations stayed on that side of the table, and our favorites have been
I just don't want
distributed
anybody
amongst
to
them
breathe
already.
and eat at the same time.
Right, man. We're just trying to keep everything rolling. Well, that actually is going to wrap up the segment. We do have to wrap up everything that's going on right now. Yeah, it happens like that sometimes, guys. Sorry.
If you got to fight your man over a dress, he's a lady. That's what Dylan
Very true.
says.
Very, very true, Dylan.
Sorry, Bill. We didn't mean to throw you all
Yeah.
off on that. We had a lesbian chat. You missed it. We were talking about
It was a
lesbians.
good conversation.
It was a
And
good
cross-dressing.
conversation.
Thank God I missed it.
Dude was dating a lesbian. A lesbian was dating a dude, or
A guy
the
that
chick was dating a lesbian. I'm not sure. It was cross dressing. It got real messy there.
Yeah.
Some things got
Oh, the
thrown out.
cross-dresser. I missed the cross-dresser question. Damn
Yeah.
it. I saw the cross-dresser question. I didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
read it, though. Well, yeah, you can't date a cross-dresser.
No, because she's
Right.
she's not into the cross dressing part.
Right.
She's into girls for sure, but not a guy dressed like a girl. So she's good with him when he's a dude, but when she wants to hook up with a girl, she wants to be with a girl.
Right.
That's it.
All
Bottom line.
right.
I saw a girl post on the internet the other day. All women are bisexual. I was like, yeah, okay.
I don't know about that. I would disagree with that strongly.
I would too.
Hey,
What?
this was fun today. Listen, I said last week at the end of the segment, we talked, and,
Right.
and I got a lot of replies from people last week after the segment
A lot of
asking
people
me if
love
I was
you.
okay, and I am, guys. I only shared that last week because I just wanted you guys to know that while we sit up here and we give advice and we have a lot of fun and it's fun, that we do struggle in life. I've always said that when I listen to a preacher preach, I got to know that he struggles with the same things that I struggle with. Like, you can't sit up there as a preacher and preach to me how holy and great you are. First of all, I don't believe that. And second of all, I know you have struggles in life. And so I just felt it important last week to let you guys know that we do struggle, to always, that we are human, everybody's human, that everybody can struggle and go through things in life and still go out there and perform and do what they need to do daily. I'm much better. Like I told you guys last week, I spent a lot of time with just me and God, had a lot of good conversations. I went out and got some time alone and really recharged my batteries, really felt real energized this week. Just a real change. But that is to show you guys that once you get in a situation, you don't have to stay there. Don't ever stay stuck in a situation. Life is too short to be there, and there's ways out. And for me, it's God. For me, it's getting lost in my religion and getting lost with Jesus and spending time with Him. But for you, it may be anything. It may be music. It may be fishing. It may be painting. It may be eating. It may be cooking. Whatever it is, guys, just don't stay stuck. Everybody goes through valleys, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. But when you're in the valleys, you got to climb out of them. I tell my kids, I've told them a story my whole life, and every one of my kids will tell you this. At some point in time in life, you're going to find yourself up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. It's going to happen. If it hasn't happened to you yet, sorry to tell you, it's coming. When you're up Schitt's Creek and you're sitting in that boat without a paddle, you've got two choices now. One, you can sit in that boat and wait for someone to come down the river and hopefully save you. Or two, you can get out of that boat and you can walk through some shit and get to a better place. Choice is yours. Everybody's
I'm
going to
waiting.
have that in life.
I'm gonna wait in the vote. I'm just,
It's your choice.
I don't want to be knee deep in chocolate pudding. I'm good.
What?
That was the
No.
last story.
Right. By the way, I do love the thoughts that we get with Coach Bob. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
I
Bro.
love you guys, man.
It's
You
great
guys
to have you
a
guys.
Great weekend. Have a great
We
day.
are getting ready to
Thank you,
wrap up. We are
Bob.
actually wrapping up the show today. I do have an appointment that I have to get to. Also, I want to let everybody know that there is no show tomorrow because, well, they may do the show. Listen, I leave it up to them if they want to do the show. I'm out all day. I have an event that starts at 7 a.m. in the morning, so I'll be at an event all day tomorrow. But here's what I will say. Thank you very much to everybody that's jumping on the Joshua Tree stream. We will be back Tuesday together, and I think we got somebody joining us as well. So that'll be fun as well. So we'll see what happens. You guys have a great day. If you're going to the Bobby Holloway, I'll see you at the Bobby Holloway. That'll be a great time as well. I tried to get the bus out there. Not enough room. Too many.
I did a.
They got 70 boats.
There'll be
Yeah, I got
if
a
you're
lot
going to the Bobby Holloway, by the way, there'll be a big painting object in there that Coach Bob did, hand painted,
Right.
one of a kind.
I'm going to talk about it. All right, guys. You guys have a great day. Remember, when that repo man comes with a car, don't forget to
Save the radio.
You're listening to the Joshua Tree Stream.
Put your hands up, put your hands up.
Need your trees trimmed? Call 239-888-6817 on Florida's favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Hey there, Fort Myers. This is Jamie, the general manager at Dixie Buick GMC, and I've got a secret to share. The best kept secret in town. We've been proudly GMC. That's right, 90 years of commitment to our community. And here's the kicker. Absolutely no dealer fees or market adjustment fees. We believe in transparency and giving you the best deal possible.